Say that keeping such schools open should be prioritised as school closures cause profound damage for those children. Well, joining us now is Matt Rooney, who's principal of St Giles School in Nottinghamshire, which describes itself as a friendly and aspirational school for children and young people with a broad range of difficulties. Thank you very much for being with us. So what would you like to see happen next on this?
I think that in order to keep special schools and specialist provisions open in the way the government would like us to be open, we need to have a rethink about the vaccination prioritisation for staff working in and supporting children with special educational needs. We know the vast majority of our children will be in school during this lockdown. Today we had 82 of our 130 children in school, and we're expecting that to be the same. So we think it's really key that staff and indeed parents who are full-time carers in many cases for these children have a higher prioritisation when it comes to the vaccination.
And are the government, are the authorities listening to that plea?
We're really hopeful. I've seen petitions online. I know the Department for Education are in talks, so I really hope that they continue to do that, because it will not be viable for special schools to remain open through the whole of this lockdown to as many children who need the provision in school as we think there are out there. So it's going to be absolutely critical. We've bent over backwards to administer lateral flow tests. In our school alone, we've delivered 260 lateral flow tests over the course of the last 5 days. We're committed to doing it. We want to be here for our children. We know that families and children need to be in school accessing provision to stay safe, to be okay, to keep that routine and sense of organisation going in order to get through this national lockdown.
And for the children in your school, just talk to us briefly about the special difficulties that the lockdown presents.
Yeah, so about 25% of our children have a profound and multiple disability with a complex medical condition. So many of them need to stay at home to shield. And we have children who have profound and complex autism, who can't yet speak or who won't be able to speak. We know that they can become violent or aggressive. Children with really ad hoc sleeping patterns, with complex medical conditions, children who need access to physiotherapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, as well as all of the care and education that specialist schools and providers are giving at the current time. So okay. It just feels really key that we have a think on this to make sure that we are going to be there, not just this week, but also for the weeks and possibly months to come.
Understood. Matt Rooney, thank you very much indeed. Principal of St Giles School in Nottinghamshire. And let's stay on the theme of education, because